shaking? What's going on? This is Andy coming to you again from here at Andy's World of Bass. Today I'm going to make a video for you and talk about the bass rig that I'm playing through right now. This is the Handbox R400 and the Bear Amplification ML112 cab. Just this, the top cab and the header, what I'm playing through right now. And this amp is very special. First of all, it's made in Poland by Handbox, and it has a genuine 312AX7 2 preamp in it and a transformer back end. So it harkens back to the amps of yesteryear, and it has all of the meat and all of the tube chime and all of the great stuff that the older, Class AB amplifiers used to have. Not many brands do that anymore. Most brands have shifted over to the D-Class amplifiers, the lightweight D-Class amplifiers, and they offer a lot of convenience and a lot of, the good ones do a really nice job with the tone and everything like that. However, they will never ever be able to do exactly what these can do. The Class ABs, they just have that ironclad transformer kind of power, and of course having a genuine 2 preamp is there's nothing quite like it, and you cannot make it happen with D-Class. You can try, and you can get close, and you can get something that's certainly functional and certainly very good. But it's just not the same thing. It just isn't. And I think where you notice it the most is when you're playing loud. I think that when you're on a gig and you're really pushing an amplifier hard, that's where kind of the rubber hits the road, in my opinion. And that's where something like this, I think, really shines, is when you've got it cranked up, because the tube's saturated in a natural way, so your input gain stage breaks up in a very musical way, so you don't have any kind of like harshness on the front side of your tone. And of course the low end is delivered with a real authority when you have an actual transformer. Now, this is a little bit heavier. This thing weighs about 20 pounds, I think, 18.5, something like that, for this little head built into a nice little road case. To me, that's not an absurd amount of weight. Depending on the style of player that you are, players that have a heavy hand, a very heavy hand, like myself, they tend to sometimes mash out D-Class amplifiers. Meaning when they get loud and when they start digging in, the poor amplifier, it just cannot handle that kind of force that's being put into it, and they just can't deliver. They just start making horrible, horrible sounds. Now, I don't always play, I don't always dig in like that, but that's part of where I go. I mean, I have a dynamic range within my right hand that goes from a soft whisper all the way to, ferocious digging in. I mean, if I grab a note like that, I want it to be there. I want it to happen, and I want transient delivery. I want that delivery of that low pitch to happen. It's easy to make high frequency pitches happen fast and to go far and to stay pretty clean, but making low pitches punch, making them hit, making them stay contained, making them stay defined and tight, and making it happen fast, that's where the real challenge of any amplification processing comes into play. And now let's talk about the cab. The Bear Amplification ML series stands for mid-loaded. It doesn't have a high frequency horn or tweeter in it. It has a coned high mid, high frequency driver in it, an actual speaker, and it's internally crossed over. It has a beautiful full range sound. I have this cab and I also have the 15 version of it. And these are two of the best sounding bass cabs that I've ever heard and ever used. You might be able to see some of the wear and some of the, you know, it's been used so much. I use it a lot because I really, really like it. And primarily because of the way that the high mids and the high end, the smoothness and the musicality of them. I'm playing my Boesquez, my custom Boesquez Tierra 4. This has an ebony fingerboard on it, which is very, very bright. And that's the reason why I'm playing it in this video. I wanted to show how the high end, the clarity, and the kind of sophisticated full range sound that's coming out of this cabinet. So I thought I'd play a bass with a really bright fingerboard. This has Bartolini PJ pickups in it, and it's a completely passive instrument. So I'll wrap it up now and just say that this amplifier, if you want to have in your, arsenal of amplifiers, I really think that everybody should have one of these because it does that thing, that Class A/B genuine 2 preamp thing and genuine transformer thing better than any that I've heard in a long, long time. It's truly one of the best amps I've ever played through, and I think that they come into the marketplace in a really affordable kind of way. I mean, they're about $800, $850, something like that, to get one. And if you shop around and start looking at what amplifiers are costing nowadays, for a 400 watt genuine 2 preamp transformer Class A/B amplifier, $800, it's a really, really good deal. And this thing is super well made, built like a tank. And let's see, I've had it now for about a year. Used it on many gigs, and it's performed spectacular on every one. It's been very reliable. Again, it's built into this little road case. It has a cover that clips on with the nice latches. It has a handle, metal handle on the side, one of the spring-loaded flip-up ones. Nice rubber feet on the bottom. Stays put on top of the amplifier. And yeah, it's 400 watts, but 400 transformer watts kind of translates to maybe something like 800 D-class watts, I think, something like that. You know, that's about an equal comparison. And like I said, the most important thing is that it doesn't deny at bigger volumes. You know, you can really throttle it hard when you're playing loud, and the type of breakup that happens is musical breakup, as opposed to an amplifier that sounds like it's struggling or straining. And again, not to take anything away from any of the D-class stuff. There's lots of good stuff, and I have lots of good stuff that's D-class, and that technology has come a long, long way. I mean, even in the last 10 years, you know, the ICE power module that everybody's using is significantly better than it used to be. And if you get the big ones, the 1200 watt, like the Bergantino 1200 watt Forte HP, or the like the GR bass, or the dual 1400 GR bass or the Gensler MG800. Any of those do a really, really great job. I'm still not a fan of, and never will be a fan of, the little ones, the like the 300 watt ones. They do pretty good for rehearsals and stuff, but they don't really deliver the way that I need it to out on a gig. You know, I like headroom. I need headroom. It's not that I just like it. I need it for my style. Another great one that's out of the in the D-Class realm is the MB Fusion 800 by Galen Kruger. That one has a preamp in it, a tube preamp in it. That one has a tube in it. It sounds pretty darn good, and it has that same 800 watt power module that everybody's using. So I hope that's helpful. You know, I think that you can have one really good D-Class amp and one really good kind of Class AB, you know, and that's kind of a cool thing. Maybe even have one all tube, and you kind of got all the three primary kind of bass head designs covered. You know, I have a great all tube Mesa Boogie Strategy 888, 465 watts, 8 KT88 power tubes in it. So, you know, you got that, you got this, and then you've got any of the ones that I mentioned in the D-Class realm. And, man, you know, if you're nuts about bass, then, you know, if you have a few different basses that do a few different things, why not have a few different bass heads that do a few different things? And, yeah. So thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching all the videos. We'll see you next time. Peace.